गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, जमुना तीरवन चारी। यशोदा जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, जमुना तीरवन चारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare. Madhurya Naam. Nityananda Nityananda. Nityananda. Gauranga 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 Gauranga. Gauranga 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 Gauranga. जय गौर हरि जय गौर हरि गौर हरि जय गौर हरि जय राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम जय राधा कुंड जय श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड जय श्याम कुंड जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय ब्रज मंडल जय ब्रज मंडल ब्रज मंडल जय ब्रज मंडल जय दामोदर मास जय दामोदर मास दामोदर मास जय दामोदर मास जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे राधे जय श्री राधे जय वृंदा देवी जय वृंदा देवी वृंदा देवी जय वृंदा देवी हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ताई बोल जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय रूप सनातन जय रूप सनातन सनातन जय रूप सनातन जय रूप रघुनाथ जय रूप रघुनाथ जय रूप रघुनाथ जय भक्ति विनोद जय भक्ति विनोद जय भक्ति जय सच्चिदानंद ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद सच्चिदानंद ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद जय स्वानंद सुखद कुंज स्वानंद सुखद कुंज स्वानंद सुखद कुंज स्वानंद सुखद कुंज जय कमल मंजरी जय भक्ति विनोद कमल मंजरी जय भक्ति विनोद जय नयन मंजरी जय भक्ति सिद्धांत नयन मंजरी जय भक्ति सिद्धांत भक्ति सिद्धांत जय गौर किशोर जय गौर किशोर गौर किशोर जय गौर किशोर प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय 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 गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय नाम संकीर्तन जय नाम संकीर्तन नाम संकीर्तन जय नाम संकीर्तन जय हरि नाम जय हरि नाम हरि नाम जय हरि नाम श्री निताई गौर हरि नाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय। श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्री निताई गौर सुंदर की जय। श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड धाम की जय। श्री योग पीठ की जय। श्री जानव माता घाट की जय। श्री मानस पावन घाट की जय। श्री श्रृंगार घाट की जय। गोपाल घाट की जय। रासवादी घाट की जय। मदन मोहन घाट की जय। श्री मधुमंगल घाट की जय। अष्टसखी घाट की जय। जय तमाल तला घाट की जय। श्री गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय। श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्री ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी तिरोभाव महोत्सव की जय। समावेत भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नित्यानंदम अहम नौमि सर्वानंदकरं परम हरिनाम प्रदम देवम अवधूत शिरोमणिम् नमो महादेवाय वदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकम् भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यम् नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। तवैवास्मि तवैवास्मि ना जीवामि त्वया विना। इति विज्ञाय देवि त्वम् नय मां चरणान्तिकम्। यथा राधा प्रिय विष्णु तस्या कुण्डं प्रियं तथा सर्वगोपीषु सैवैका विष्णोरत्यन्तवल्लभा। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीन इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे नित्यानंद मंत्र शक्ति गौरांग गौर गोपालः हरे कृष्ण महामंत्रे सर्वजीव उद्धारकः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. मैं बैठता हूँ ना इधर साइड में जो अंकित की नित्यानंद गौरांग श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत Adi Leela chapter 5. After understanding the intimate reasons for Gauranga Mahaprabhu's advent, now we are going to hear about the supreme glories of Nityananda Prabhu and his divine associates. Text number 1. Vande anantadbhuta aishwaryam Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram Yasechaya tat swarupam Agyenapi nirupyate. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord Shri Nityananda Ram, the Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and unlimited. By his will, even a fool can understand his identity. This is the mercy. Actually, one can compile the first verse of every chapter of Chaitanya Charitamri. It is in Sanskrit. The first verse. You can compile all the first verses and you can make a prayer book. Because each of the first verse is very, very beautiful in Sanskrit. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he is saying that Yatsechhaye tat swarupam agyenapi nirupyate. If Nityananda Prabhu wants, then by his desire, even a foolish person, ignorant person, can describe his swarup, his form, immaculately. Krishnadas Kaviraj himself, he remembers Nityananda Prabhu's mercy on him. He was bound in his life, household life in Jamatpura, and Nityananda Prabhu appeared to him in the dream. And Nityananda Prabhu said, "Ohe, ohe, Krishnadas, Tumi jah Vrindavana." Oh Krishnadas, you leave your town, leave your place. You go to Vrindavan. You go to Braj. Nityananda Prabhu knows the swarup of Krishnadas Kaviraj, who is Kasturi Manjari. Even if a jiva is in Madhurya Ras, Nityananda Prabhu actually directs that jiva to Radharani. My Param Gurudev Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say that in the beginning you take shelter of Nityananda and Nityananda will guide you to a particular extent, and then if you are in Madhurya Ras, Nityananda will hand you over to Radharani. Then you can render service to Radhika. So Nityananda Prabhu's mercy is very integral. For anybody who wants Vrajvas, for anybody who wants to do Braj Bhajan, anybody wants to do Raganuga Bhajan, without his desire, without his instruction, it is not possible. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. हिंदी में है बुक, इधर है ऊपर साइड. हाँ हिंदी मोटी है, ग्रीन का. So all glories to Gauranga, all glories to Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Chandra and all glories to Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Ei Shada Sloke Kahila Krishna Chaitanya Mahima Pancha Shloke Kahi Nityananda Tattva Sima. In 6 verses I have described the ultimate glories of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now in the next 5 verses I will glorify the Tattva of Nityananda Prabhu. Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Dvitiya Deho Shri Balaram. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is the fountainhead of all incarnations. And a second body of Krishna is Balaram. Balaram is the second body of Krishna. It is Balaram. His form is same like Krishna, but his varna is different. His color is different. He is white like the conch, with some red tinge. And apart from that, Krishna and Balaram are the same. Balaram also has his own set of gopis. Balaram also dances with his gopis. Like when Balaram came to Vrindavan for 2 months to give the message of Krishna, he was dancing with his own gopis. And Krishna's gopis were looking from far, and their separation was mitigated by seeing the dancing of Balaram with his gopis. Ekai Swarupa Dunhe Bhinna Matra Kaya Adya Kaya Vyuho Krishna Leela Rasahaya. Krishna and Balaram are the same. They are non-different from each other. The only thing is their bodies are different. Krishna Balaram's bodies are different, but they are non-different. Bhinna matra kaya. Adya kaya vyuho. Balaram is the source of the first quadruple expansion. And the first expansion from the body of Krishna. When Krishna expands as Sandhini, he becomes Balaram. When Krishna expands as Ladini, he becomes Radharani. And when Krishna is Samvit, he becomes Krishna. Krishna has 3 Shaktis. Ladini, Sandhini, Samvit. Traino Gunavarjiti. Ladini means the pleasure potency. Sandhini means the truth, the eternal existence, the truth potency of Krishna is manifested in the form of Balaram. Balaram is the greatest servitor of Krishna. Even though he is God, he is the Supreme Lord, he is not different, still he is serving Krishna. That's why he is known as Adya Kaya Vyuha. From Krishna comes Radha, and from Radha's Kaya Vyuha comes the gopis. From Krishna comes Balaram, and from Balaram's Kaya Vyuha comes the Dham, the Golok Dham, and the Chatur Vyuha in Dwarka, Sankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna and Vasudev. And then from Balaram the whole Dwarka, Ayodhya, Vaikuntha, all these dhams, they expand from Baldev. So Balaram is the Sandhini Shakti of Krishna. Krishna Leela Rasaha. Without Balaram, there cannot be Krishna Leela. Why? Because Balaram is Krishna's flute. Balaram is Krishna's dhoti. Balaram is Krishna's mukut. Balaram is Krishna's ornaments. Balaram is Krishna's dress. Balaram is Krishna's Vahan, the Garuda. Balaram is Krishna's bed. Even this, everything. The Dham is Balaram. So without Balaram, how can Krishna perform any single Leela? It's not possible. So Baladev is Sevak Bhagwan and Krishna is Savior Bhagwan. Baladev is assisting Krishna in all different ways. And because he is the predominating deity of servitorship to Krishna, that is why Balaram is the Adi Guru, the Samashti Guru Tattva. Because the Guru stands for Seva, service. The Guru stands for bringing others to Krishna. Radhika is the Guru of her confidential associates. But Balaram acts as a Guru of all living entities. He gives them the initial qualification. It is very important that Balaram carries a plow and a club in his two hands, Hal and Musal. Because of his plow, Balaram makes the hearts of the conditioned souls which are very dry, which are very barren. Balaram starts digging in the heart, and Balaram makes our heart fertile to receive the seed of Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Nam. So Balaram is the Adi Guru. All Gurus are actually dependent on Balaram's instruction. They are partial representations of Balaram. And why the club? Because our biggest obstacle in going to Krishna is our ego, Ahankar. Because of our ego, we are not able to approach Krishna and the Vaishnavas. So one hand, Balaram is scratching our heart, making it fertile. On the other hand, he is smashing the ego. Dum, 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 dum. He is smashing our ego. And the more our ego is smashed, we become humble. So, Baldev Bhagwan is Krishna Leela Rasahai. He is the main assistant in Krishna Leela. Shri Krishna Navadvipe Shri Chaitanya Chandra Shri Balaram Sange Shri Nityananda. That Krishna became Shri Krishna Chaitanya in Navadvip Chandra, Mayapur Chandra, Navadvip Chandra. The whole 9 islands of Navadvip are illuminated by the presence of Gaura Chandra. All these 9 islands, they represent the 9 kinds of devotional service. There is a Bhakti festival going on in Navadvip at every moment because of the presence of Gaura Chandra. Navadvipe vase jai mantra japa kare she mantra chaitanya hoy anayase tare. Because the whole Navadvip Dham is non-different from Gauranga and Nityananda. That is why if you chant the mantra in Navadvip, it is mentioned in Navadvip Dham Mahatmya, if you chant the mantra in Navadvip, the mantra becomes conscious. Shai mantra chaitanya hoy anayase tare. Because he is Krishna Chaitanya, so he gives consciousness to all the mantras. He is the mantri, the man, the person behind the mantra. The deity of the mantra is Gauranga. So he is giving potency to all mantras. So if you chant in Navadvip, you can That's why our Param Gurudev Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he took the vow of chanting 1 billion names in Navadvip. And to chant 1 billion names, it took him 9 years. Because if you chant in Navadvip, the mantra becomes conscious very fast. It becomes realized. Mantra Siddhi is very easy to attain in Navadvip because of Gauranga and Nityananda's mercy. Now we come to text 7. These are the beautiful verses. When I was a brahmachari, I used to read these verses every day about Nityananda Prabhu. It is perhaps the greatest glorification of Nityananda Prabhu written. Sankarshana karnato yashai garbhodashai chapayobdishai sheshasya yashyam kalas nitya nandakhya ramaho sharanam mamastu nandakhya ramaho sharanam mamastu. This is talking about the 5 forms of Nityananda Balaram in this material world. This verse glorifies that. May Shri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshan, Sheshanag and the 3 Vishnus who lie on the Karan ocean, the Garbha ocean and the Milk ocean are his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. So this verse is originally written by Swarup Damodar Goswami in his diary known as Swarupera Kadcha. Swarup Damodar Goswami knew the glories of Nityananda Prabhu. He wrote it in his Kadcha, and Raghunath Das Goswami read that notebook of Swarup Damodar, and he came to Radha Kund on the banks of Sham Kund. He was reciting these verses. We are very lucky that Raghunath Das Goswami read the Kadcha of Swarup Damodar, the notebook. Otherwise, we would not have had Chaitanya Charitamri, because that notebook has disappeared now. And then Raghunath Das Goswami spoke, and then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami heard. And now he is telling us, for the whole world, he is giving these beautiful verses. Shri Balaram Gosai Moola Sankarshan Pancharup Dhari Karen Krishnera Sevan. What a beautiful, in whatever way this whole material creation is created, it is all because of Nityananda Balaram. Because from Moola Sankarshan comes Narayan, from Narayan comes Mahasankarshan, from Mahasankarshan comes Mahavishnu, from Mahavishnu comes Garbhodakshai Vishnu, from Garbhodakshai Vishnu comes Shirodakshai Vishnu, from Shirodakshai Vishnu comes Shesha and Ananta. So they are holding each universe. So all the forms of Vishnu in the spiritual world, in the material world, and the whole cause of this creation is Nityananda Balaram. He is the cause of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam. Who is the Karan of Karanodakshai Vishnu? Somebody asks, who is the cause? Karanodakshai Vishnu has come from whom? That is answered, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Prabhu. He is the cause of Karanodakshai Vishnu. So even Advaita Acharya is actually a plenary expansion of Nityananda Prabhu. So, as you know, Karana Vishnu is the cause of all the universes. When he breathes out, all the universes come out of his pores and they exist for his exhalation. When he inhales, then the universes go inside his body and they exist in his body during his inhalation. And his one inhalation, one exhalation is equal to 311 trillion years of our earthly years. Yasya ikanishvasita kalam athavalambya jivanti loma vilajao jagadandanatha Vishnur maham sahyasya kala vishesho govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajam. The whole time factor is dependent on Mahavishnu because it is his breathing which creates time. So Mahavishnu is so huge that one pore includes one universe, and our universe is the smallest. There are bigger universes than our universe. More bigger. You can imagine all of them enter the pore of Mahavishnu. How big Mahavishnu was. How big. And that Mahavishnu is only an expansion of the plenary expansion of Nityananda Prabhu. So one can imagine how great Nityananda Prabhu is. We study the glories of Mahavishnu because we want to understand the glories of Nityananda Prabhu. Because when we understand Nityananda Prabhu's greatness, his all-pervading nature, then we can surrender to him. And when we surrender to him, we get Radha and Krishna very quickly. Nitai ra karuna habe braje Radha Krishna pabe. Nitai ra karuna habe braje Radha Krishna pabe. Nitai ra karuna have. Nitai ra karuna have braje Radha Krishna pabe. Dharo Nitai charon dukhan. Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram. Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram. So those who are in Madhurya Ras, Nityananda Prabhu instructs his Shakti Janva Mata, who is Ananga Manjari, Radharani's younger sister, instructs that. Our line is Janva Mata's merciful line. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in Navdeep Dham, Nitai Janva Pada Chhaya Jaro Aaj. Navdeep Dham Mahatmya Kahe Das. So Ananga Manjari is directly connected to Nityananda Prabhu. Even you see in Radha Kund, the Baitak of Ananga Manjari is in the straight line as Nityananda Prabhu's Baitak. It's in the straight line. So Nityananda Prabhu brings the souls up to Radha Kund and then he leaves it to Anang Manjari. Then the souls go under the direction of Anang Manjari and Radharani, Lalita Sakhi, Rup Manjari. So they can, Rati Manjari, they can understand the Madhurya Ras. And don't think that Nityananda does not know about the Madhurya Ras. Nityananda Prabhu understands the Madhurya Ras. He relishes the Madhurya Ras, but he remains a little away. He cannot participate in the Madhurya Ras. Even Mahaprabhu used to dance in the Rath Yatra, Kurukshetra. Nityananda Prabhu used to fold in hands and meditate on this. When Nityananda Prabhu was going to Bengal, there was one Gadadhar Das. He was going with Nityananda Prabhu. He was always in Gopi Bhav. Gadadhar Das take the pot on his head and always thinking about the gopis. And Vrindavan Das Thakur describes that just because of walking with Nityananda Prabhu, his Gopi Bhav also became stronger. Because he is walking with Nityananda Prabhu, he could realize his own Madhurya Ras more stronger. Nityananda Prabhu can give you any ras you want. So, he was walking with Nityananda and he was fully absorbed in Gopi Bhav. Nityananda was relishing that. So, one should never think that Nityananda Prabhu is not there. So, this is the position of Nityananda Prabhu. Apano karino Krishna Leela Rasahai Srishti Leela Karya Kare Dhari Charika. Even to create this material creation, Krishna wanted to create this material creation for the Nitya Baddha souls. So for creating this creation, only Nityananda could help him. Nityananda assumed 4 forms to create this material creation. Srishti Adika Seva Tahar Agyar Palon Shesha Rupe Kare Krishna Vividha Sevam. To execute the process of creating, he assumed 3 forms. Karanodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, who fills half of the universe with his sweat, and from his navel comes Brahma, is known as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. And the third is Shirodakshai Vishnu, who stays in the Dhruva Loka near the Mount Sumeru and in the ocean of milk on the Sheshanag. That is the Shirodakshai Vishnu. He is the Paramatma in everyone's heart. So he assumed these 3 forms for the process of creation, and for serving Krishna he assumed the form of Shesh. That's why when Nimai was small, Sheshanag came in Yogapith. Nityananda Prabhu came as a Shesh. And when Nimai was small, he was sleeping on that Shesh. He was playing. Sachi Mata said, "Oh Nimai, don't do this, don't do this. This snake will bite you." Sachi Mata's heart was like very anxious. So Nimai was playing with his own Sheshanag. And when Nimai saw that my mother is getting too much anxious, then he told, "You go now." So Shesha, Nityananda Prabhu met Gauranga Nimai when Nimai was 19 years. When Gaurachandra performed his Vidya Ras Leela and he married twice, he married Vishnu Priya Devi. After that, when he was 19 years, after Nimai fulfilled his desire to relish the scholastic pastimes in Navadvip, then Nityananda Prabhu met him. But there is one secret Leela mentioned in Chaitanya Mangal, Gauranga Champu. Some scripture it is mentioned that when Nimai was small, Nityananda Prabhu secretly came once. He crossed the Ganga, he swam and he met Nimai secretly also before meeting him when he was 19 years old. So Nimai and Nitai met when Nitai was 32 and when Nimai was 19. So in that way Nityananda Prabhu is serving the Lord. And the Lord did not want to start the Nama Sankirtan without Nityananda Ram. Because Nityananda Ram is the source of happiness for Nimai Gauranga. In fact, it is said that wherever any soul is chanting Nityananda's name, Gauranga Mahaprabhu searches him out and gives him Krishna Prem. He runs after that soul. Like Krishna runs after that soul who chants Radha, Radha, Radha. Anyone who chants Radha, Krishna is running after that soul. And anybody who chants Nitai, Nitai, Gauranga is running after that soul. Because Ni means take, Tai means me, take me. When you say Nitai, it means we are accepting him. Nitai is always ready. Take me, take me. That is why Sachi Mata liked the name Nitai. Nityananda was too long for her. That is Nitai, Nitai, Nitai. But when Nityanand Prabhu left Ekachakra Dham at the age of 12 years, then Padmavati became very sad. Nitai, Nitai, Nitai. Both husband and wife started crying. That Brahmana came and he told Hadai Pandit, I want your son, Nitai. Hadai Pandit had already promised him, whatever you want, I'll give you. So he could not refuse. He asked Padmavati. Padmavati said, my dear husband, you are my Swami, whatever you want, I'll agree. And when Nitai left, then the whole Ekachakra was chanting Nitai in the feeling of separation. Even now, if you go to Ekachakra Dham, you feel tremendous feeling of separation. The leaves are chanting Nitai, the trees are chanting Nitai, the ground is chanting Nitai, everything is chanting Nitai, the lakes are chanting Nitai. When I go to Ekachakra, I never want to leave, don't want to come back. Just roll in that. And in Ekachakra Dham, Radha Kund is also there. Have you seen? Anybody seen? Radha Kund in Ekachakra. It is known as Rai Pukur. It is in the field near the Gobrara Mat, which is known as Giri Govardhan. And when you go to that Radha Kund in Ekachakra Dham, you will find that the water is yellow. Actually, it is yellow. It's golden. I was surprised the first time I went. There is Sham Kund, Radha Kund, even Lalita Kund is there. Mansi Ganga is there. Everything is there. No, it's on the other side. Near Banke Rai. Bankim Rai temple. It's behind the Banke Rai temple. From that so Nitai knew all the pastimes of Krishna, including his pastimes in Madhurya. He manifested all these places in Ekachakra Dham. And when his mother came running, where is Nitai? Because this Brahmana, he took Nitai with him and he left the house immediately. So his mother came running. So Nitai said to the sannyasi, can we sit down for some time? My mother wants to have my last darshan. I want to give my last darshan to my mother. Can we sit down? So there is a beautiful Vishram Tala. It's a beautiful tree in Ekachakra Dham. When I go there, even now I remember that tree in my meditation. It's a feeling of extreme separation there. Nitai sat down with this sannyasi. There is still that Baitak is there. It is just opposite the ISKCON temple in Ekachakra. The Maudeshwari Jamuna is flowing and just opposite is this Vishram Tala. So you have to go from the back side. Now the roads are all blocked. So Nitai sat down with his mother and Padmavati with the sannyasi, and Padmavati came running. Ha Nitai, ha. She fell down on the ground. She got up. He said, Nitai, why are you leaving me? Where are you going? Don't leave me. Then Nitai smiled. And from the body of Nitai came out a beautiful deity of Muralidhar. Small, blackish deity of Muralidhar with Tribhanga form. Very beautiful deity. That deity is still there in the Banka temple. You have to see from the right corner. They don't put on the lights. You cannot see. You have to see in the morning time. Muralidhar. When the flute plays, then I cannot talk like the. He knows the flute, you know the rags. I don't know anything. So, when Muralidhar was manifested, Nitai is giving Muralidhar to his mother. Oh mother, take this Muralidhar. Whenever you look in the face of Muralidhar, you will see my face. You offer him bhoga, you worship him. Padmavati said, what is this Nitai? When you will leave me, what will I do with Muralidhar? Without you, how can I live? So, Padmavati was crying. And she fainted on the ground, unconscious. And when she fainted, Nitai disappeared with that sannyasi very fast. Where he went, nobody knows. Then all the Ekachakra came to know that this sannyasi has taken Nitai. They opened their books, their old shastras, and then they came to know, oh, Balaram was going to take birth in our village in Ekachakra, and he stayed here for 12 years and we did not know him. For 12 years. They started running. All the fathers in Ekachakra, they called their children and they said, go and find Nitai, go in all directions. Everybody started running in all the directions, but they could not find Nitai. Nitai is gone forever. Not forever, he came back in the end of his Leela with Janva and Vasudha to Ekachakra. And then he entered the deity of Bankim Rai. Nityanand Prabhu entered Bankim Rai and Gauranga entered Tota Gopinath. You see, both the lords are entering with their divine bodies into the respective deities. And Bankim Rai had a very special relationship with Nityananda. Nityananda had put him inside a tree, in the hole of the tree, before going to Vrindavan, the Bankim Rai. And the tree, the hollow inside the tree was not very big. So Bankim Rai has to like that. So if you see the Bankim Rai in Ekachakra, his head is like almost 90 degrees. 90 degrees his head is bent. And he was waiting for Nitai to come back. Say, Nitai, come back. And Nitai came back in the end, and then Bankim Rai said, make a temple for me at least. And Nityanand Prabhu made a temple for him and he entered into the deities of Bankim Rai. Actually, some people say in Ekachakra that Bankim Rai also appeared as his younger brother in Ekachakra for some years, for 11 years. And Adai Pandit has a younger son known as Bankim Rai. Krishna played his Leela with Nityanand Prabhu. But when he was harvesting, he knew that Nitai is going to leave at 12 years, so Bankim Rai disappeared. when he was harvesting, he was for his father. So in the Janu Kund, where Nitai used to drink the water on his knees, and where they celebrate the Chida Dahi festival in Janu Kund, where all the millions of tirthas Nitai had called for his parents, in the center of Janu Kund there is a temple which has come out from the water. That is actually the Samadhi of Banka. Banka entered into there in the Kunda and it disappeared. The archaeologists, when they were digging, they found the Samadhi. And that Janu Kund is very dear. I went around 2 years back, last year. Whenever I was going, I used to see some person applying soap, and I was very sad. I was telling him, don't apply soap here in Janu Kund. And that Kunda was a little bit not taken care of. So Nitai appeared in the dream to many villagers simultaneously. And Nitai said, you take care of my Janu Kund. Janu Kund is my special place. So now all the villagers, they made nice steps and they are taking care. They have stopped the soap and washing clothes and all that, hopefully, in Janu Kund. So just like in Braj there is Radha Kunda, in Ekachakra there is Janu Kunda. Ekachakra is the Gupta Vrindavan. Gupta, Jamuna is also flowing like a crescent moon. Like Jamuna flows in Vrindavan like a half moon. In Vrindavan we have so many ghats. From Varaha Ghat, it starts right up to Dhir Samir Ghat, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Ghat. Like all ghats are there in Vrindavan like a crescent moon. Similarly, in Ekachakra Dham also the Jamuna is flowing. You know how the Jamuna manifested in Ekachakra? It's a very beautiful Leela. There was one girl, her name was Jamuna. She was actually Jamuna's incarnation. So, Jamuna made an aparadh to Nityanand Prabhu, Balaram in the Bhagavatam. When Balaram was doing his ras, and after doing his ras, Balaram told the Jamuna, come, I want to take bath in you. I am very tired. I have drunk the Varuni. I will not go to you. You have to come to me. Come Jamuna. And Jamuna did not come to Balaram. Then Balaram took his plow and scratched Jamuna. Like that, he scratched. He made 100 streams of the Jamuna. And when Jamuna saw the anger of Balaram, she came to Balaram and with folded hands, oh Baldev, forgive me. I wanted to show to the world that if one is a devotee of Krishna, but one does not accept Balaram, one is finished. If one is a devotee of Gauranga, but doesn't accept Nityananda, one is finished. So Jamuna wanted that when you come in Kali Yuga, then I want to manifest in your dham of Ekachakra. Give me this benediction. So when Nityanand Prabhu came, Jamuna took birth as the son of Shiva Singh. There is a village next to Ekachakra known as Modeshwar. In Modeshwar, Jamuna took birth. And she grew up hearing Nitai's glories. And then Nitai was coming to Modeshwar, playing with his boyfriends, his sakhas. And at that time, Jamuna was on the top of the terrace of the palace of her father. So Jamuna was looking at Nitai from the top. Oh Nitai, you are my real husband. Oh Nitai, you are so beautiful. You are so golden. You are the supreme complexion. She became so anxious to embrace Nitai that she did not wait to climb the stairs down. She jumped from the top. She directly jumped from the top of the terrace. Oh Nitai, I am coming. And when she jumped top of the terrace, Nityanand Prabhu being very merciful on Jamuna, Nityananda Prabhu manifested a small pond there. So actually Jamuna fell inside that pond. When she fell inside that pond, the water of that pond started overflowing with Jamuna Bhakti, Jamuna's water. And that water washed the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. that water washed. Nityananda Prabhu took bath in that pond also. And that water came to Ekachakra in the form of the river Jamuna. Golo Jamuna Maiya Ki Jai. And when the Jamuna is passing in Ekachakra, then the most beautiful ghat came known as Kadamba Khandi Ghat. If you have seen in Ekachakra, seen Kadamba Khandi Ghat? No? So that Kadamba Khandi Ghat is there are samadhis of Nitai Bhaktas there. Those who are Nitai Bhaktas, they take samadhi there. So the Kadamba Khandi Ghat, when he was flowing, there were all Kadamba trees. And after Bankim Rai disappeared in the waters, in the water of Janukund, then Bankim Rai came floating in the form of a deity in neem wood on the water. And when Nityananda Prabhu was going to tour all over the India, all the holy places for 20 years, Nityananda Prabhu was touring all the holy places. So he found the deity of Bankim Rai and he said, now I don't have time, so you stay in this Kadamba tree. So that is the Kadamba Khandi Ghat. There is a beautiful deity of Kanai and Balai. That Pujari he just disappeared a few years back. It was very sad. Kadamba Khandi Ghat, very, very purifying. Now the Jamuna is drying up slowly. They should do something about it. So in that way, Ekachakra Ghat is Gupta Vrindavan. All the Leelas of Radha Kund is there. Govardhan is there. Then Lakshmana Goriya, that place where everything, Ram Leela, Krishna Leela, all the Leelas are there in Ekachakra Dham. It's like a manifestation of all the Leelas. So in that way, Nityananda Prabhu is actually Ekachakra. Eka means one, and Chakra means the wheel of the chariot of the sun god. The chariot of the sun god, the wheel is known as Ekachakra. So actually, in Kali Yuga, there is only one sun, and that is Nityananda Ram. There is only one moon, that is Gauranga Sham. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahudit Gaudodaya Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Tumo. The moon gives moonlight and the sun dissipates the darkness. So first we need to dissipate the darkness in our heart. That is done by Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu is the sun in our hearts. And the most Patit Pavan, the most merciful Dham is Ekachakra Dham. There is no consideration of any qualification there in Ekachakra Dham. Because it's the nature of Nityananda, he does not consider any qualification. Preme matto Nityananda Kripa Avatar Uttamo Adhamo Kichu Na Kare Vichar. Preme Matta, he is intoxicated with love. On the second hand, he is Kripa Avatar. So because of these two qualifications, he does not see Uttama and Adham. In fact, those devotees who were rejected by Gauranga, he tried to save them. He delivered them. The Lord was not meeting Pratap Rudra. But Nityananda Prabhu is playing so many tricks. Nityananda Prabhu asked, "Oh Gauranga, can you give me your kopin?" Gauranga said, "Why? Why do you want a kopin?" Nityananda Prabhu said, "I want to give it to Pratap Rudra." Then Nityananda Prabhu said, "Why don't we call the son of Pratap Rudra?" So Pratap Rudra's son came and Gauranga embraced his son because he was looking just like Krishna. So then the son went and embraced his father, and his father also got Gaur Prem. So see how Nityananda Prabhu gives Gaur Prem to even those who are not accepted by Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is always eager to give them love. Our only hope is Nityananda actually. We don't have any other hope except Nityananda. So, it's very important to read this chapter. Anybody who reads this chapter will see Nityananda face to face. That is a benediction of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Sarva Rupe Asvataye Krishno Sevanand Shai Balaram Gaur Sange Nityanand. In different kinds of forms, in different kinds of moods, he is always experiencing Krishna Sevananda, the happiness of serving Krishna. You cannot imagine the happiness of Nityananda at every moment. He is experiencing that Seva Sukha. At every moment. And that Balaram has come with Gauranga as Nityananda. That is when Balaram offered that garland to when Nityananda offered that garland to Gauranga in Srivas Angan, immediately when that garland touched the body of Gauranga, Gauranga could not control himself. Gauranga Mahaprabhu manifested his six-handed form. Bolo Shadbhuj Gauranga ki jai. Because Nityananda Prabhu's garland has a supreme power. Immediately his four hands came out. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. And with two hands he was playing the flute. With two hands he was playing the flute. With four hands he was holding conch, disc, club and gada and rose, lotus. So in that way, Nityananda Prabhu is the only personality who can invoke Gauranga Mahaprabhu in our heart. He can bring Gauranga Mahaprabhu in our heart. He can bring Radha Krishna in our heart. Saptam shloke artha kari chari shloke jate Nityananda Tattva jana sarvaloke. Now I will recite the seventh verse. Krishnadas Kaviraj is saying, this seventh verse talks about Nityananda's service in Vaikuntha to Krishna. Maya tite vyapi Vaikuntha loke Purnaishvarye Sri Chaturvyuha Madhye Rupam Yashodbhati Sankarsanakyam Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Rupam Yashodbhati Sankarsanakyam Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I surrender unto the lotus feet of Shri Nityananda Ram, who is known as Sankarshan in the midst of the Chaturvyuha, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. He possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Loka, far beyond this material creation. He is not only in this material creation, he is in Vaikuntha, he is in Ayodhya, he is in Dwarka. In Ayodhya, he is Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna. The four brothers. Lakshman is a form of Nityananda. In Dwarka, he is Balaram. In Goloka, he is Sakshat, the elder brother of Krishna. He is Vatsalya Bhav, being elder brother. He is Sakya Bhav. He is Shanta Bhav, being the Dham. He is in Shanta Bhav. Dasya Bhav, he is the embodiment of Dasya Bhav. All the servants are his manifestations. All the servants of Krishna, Chitrak, Patrak and all the servants. And ultimately, as in Madhurya also, he is expanding as Ananga Manjari. So Baladeva, Nityananda Balaram is there in all the 5 rasas. He is serving Krishna constantly. In Vaikuntha, he is there is the primary Chaturvyuha and the secondary Chaturvyuha. The primary Chaturvyuha manages the Dwarka Dham. The secondary Chaturvyuha manages the Vaikuntha Dham. So all in both the Chaturvyuha forms, Nityananda Prabhu is existing in the spiritual world. Prakrutira para paravyom name dham Krishna vigraha jaiche vibhuti adi gunavan. Beyond this material nature, creation is the Paravyoma, the transcendental Vaikuntha Dham. And in that Vaikuntha Dham, everybody is flying here and there. Like in Gopakumar, when he goes to in Brihata Bhagavatamrit, it is mentioned in Vaikuntha. Everybody is flying. When he enters into Vaikuntha, all Vishnu Dutas are coming in their aeroplanes. And he says, "Oh Narayan, I offer pranam." They say, I am not Narayan. Narayan is inside. Then he goes to another gate. More beautiful Vishnu Dutas come. He thinks they are Narayan. He offers pranam. You are Narayan. No, we are not Narayan. Narayan is inside. So, Vishnu Dutas are more and more beautiful in Vaikuntha, and ultimately inside Lord Narayan is there with Kaustubh Mani and the Srivatsa. So, in that form of Narayan also, Nityananda Balaram is residing in the Vaikuntha planets. Sarvaga Ananta Vibhu Vaikuntha Didham Krishna Krishna Avtarero Tahahi Vishram. This whole Vaikuntha is the resting place of Krishna and all his forms, all his eternal forms. It is said that Goloka Vrindavan is also the highest planet of Vaikuntha. Goloka is also part of Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha has 3 categories. The Brahma Jyoti, which is on the outer periphery of Vaikuntha, then the Vaikuntha planets, and then Goloka, Krishna Loka. So Vaikuntha has 3 partitions, and in Goloka there are further 2 partitions of Krishna Peeth and Gaura Peeth. So this whole Vaikuntha is Vaikuntha. Kuntha means anxiety. There is no anxiety there. So Vaikuntha is actually the home of Lord Krishna along with all his transcendental forms. And that is our final destination. That is our ultimate destination. In fact, I am feeling so excited to go to Vaikuntha. Are you not feeling? To go to Goloka. If you realize, if you see Goloka with your eyes, then you will feel excited. Om Tad Vishnu Param Padam Pashyanti Diviva Chakshurat Yad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagravam Samindyati Vishnu Param. One who is always Jagrat, one who is always aware, who is always awake, can understand the Vaikuntha and the Golok Dham. One who does not sleep in the night without completing his rounds, without completing his Naam, Sankhya, that person can realize Golok Dham. Samindyate Vishnu Param Padam. Sarvaga. Sarvaga means he is everywhere. Ananta means he is unlimited. Vibhu means he is infinite. Vaikuntadi Dham. These are the 3 characteristics of Vaikuntha Dham. Vaikuntha Dham is everywhere. Vaikuntha Dham is infinite. Vaikuntha is unlimited. And because Vaikuntha is a part of Nityananda Balaram, so it has the characteristics of Nityananda Balaram also. Tanra upari bhage Krishna loka khyati Dwarka Mathura Gokula Trividhatve sthiti. And beyond the Vaikuntha Dham is the Krishna Loka, It is known as Krishna Loka. Krishna Loka is made up of 3 categories: Dwarka, Mathura and Gokul. There are 3 levels of Krishna Loka in the eternal Dham. And out of them, Gokul is the highest. Sarvopari Shri Gokul, Shri Goloka Dham, Shri Goloka Shweta Dvipa, Vrindavana Naam. The highest is Gokul, Shri Gokul, which has other names like Goloka or Shweta Dvipa or Vrindavana. Actually, I will tell you an interesting thing. Normally, when devotees say, I am going to Vrindavan, they mean that they are going to this forest of Vrindavan here, which is 20 kilometers from Govardhan. But actually, according to our acharyas, the whole Braj Mandal is known as Vrindavan. In Vrindavan Mahimamrit by Prabodhanand Saraswati, he quotes, so when he uses the word Vrindavan, it means the whole Braj. He is not only speaking of that Vrindavan, Raman Reti Vrindavan, but the whole Braj is known as Vrindavan. So when you say you are going to Vrindavan, you may be actually going to Kamevan also. You may be going to Seva Kunj. Seva Kunj is the Vrindavan. So yeah, all is known as Vrindavan. Braj Bhumi. Braj, another name for Braj is also Vrindavan. And Goloka, Gokul. Gokul normally means when Krishna, Mahavan, Brihadvan, the biggest forest in Dwadashvan, Braj Mandal is Gokul, where Krishna, Nandanandan Krishna was born, appeared. So, but Gokul also can mean the whole Braj Mandal. So these words are used in a very broad sense here. Gokul, Goloka, Shweta Dvipa. The Shweta Dvipa, there are 2 Shweta Dvipas. One in the Krishna Loka and one in the material world where Shirodakshai Vishnu is residing. So, in Goloka there is Shweta Dvipa because the cows are continuously giving their milk. Shirab, Dishravati, Surabhibhyas, Chasumahan, Nimeshar, Dhakyo, Vavrajatana. Trapi Samayah Bhaje Shweta Dvipam Tamaham Iha Golokanitya Vedantaste Shantashiti Viralacha Rakati Pai. So that is known as Shweta Dvip, the eternal Shweta Dvip. Sarvaga Ananta Vibhu Krishna Tanusam Upari Adha Vyapyache Nahi Kaniyam. And that Golok Dham, that Shweta Dvipa is unlimitedly gigantic. It is huge. Vaikuntha is unlimited, but within Vaikuntha this Krishna Lok, this Gokul is unlimited. Sarvaga Ananta Vibhu. And it is just like the body of Krishna. It has 1,000 petals, lotus. All this is described in Brahma Samhita, 5th chapter. You can read, there's a hexagonal design in the whirl of that lotus. And the design of Goloka is described in Brahma Samhita. It's the gigantic, infinite lotus. And there is no rules, there is no restriction. Even though Goloka is infinite, still Goloka is expanding. Still Goloka is expanding everywhere. Even the scientists say this material universe is expanding. So what to speak of Goloka? It's continuously expanding. When Radha and Krishna want to meet, Goloka is contracting. When Radha and Krishna, when Jatila comes, then Goloka expands. So that Jatila cannot find Radha Krishna. The distance becomes more between Jatila and Radha Krishna. So Goloka expands. Goloka is contracting. Goloka is expanding as per the Leelas. The Nitya Leelas going on in Goloka. Continuously expanding, contracting. This is the transcendental Dham of the Lord. One can see it by Chinmay, by the when the eyes are mixed with the salve of pure love, then one can see this dham in your heart. Everything is becomes accessible to us by prema bhakti. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochani santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam govindamadi purusham namaham. Sometimes devotees ask me, why don't you write some realizations? But the problem is that these realizations are so unlimited and infinite. Moment you start writing one realization, the other realization disappears. I mean, continuously there is a flow of realizations while chanting the Naam. And it's unlimited. You cannot express this in words. Achintya, khaluei bhava. When you realize Goloka in your heart, it will be inconceivable. You cannot describe in words. That is the nature of Goloka, and that is the nature of Nityananda, Balaram. So, tomorrow morning we will see how Nityananda Balaram is manifesting different bodies and how the Dham is Chintamani. We will see about Braj Dham. What are the characteristics of the Braj Dham? Chintamani Prakara Sadmashu Kalpavriksha Lakshavarate Surabhi Rabipalayantam Lakshmi Sahastra Sata Samram Sevyamanam Go. So we will see the categories of Mathura and Dwarka and how they are different from Gokul. Thank you very much. Shri Chaitanya Charitamri ki jai. Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Shri Guru Parampara ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrind. Any questions? Somebody has? You can ask. Those stories are very confidential. Only the local devotees in Eka Chakra, they know that. It's not there in any scriptures. It is. There was one. What is his name? Bandopadhyay. He was empowered by Janva Mata. Janva Mata came and he showed Janva Mata all the places. When Janva Mata came with Nitai and Nitai disappeared into Bankim Rai, Janva Mata said, my deity also should be there next to Bankim Rai. Like Anang Manjari's deity is there here in Gopinath temple. Similarly, in Bankim Rai also, one side is Radha Rani, one side is Janva Mata. Whenever I see Gopinath, I remember Banki Rai. So, the same deities are in Eka Chakra. Then Janva Mata discovered. Janva Mata was shown all the places. Then Janva Mata brought Raghav Pandit to Eka Chakra, and Raghav Pandit established the three deities of Nityananda, Gauranga and Advaita Acharya. And those three deities are still there in the Janmasthan, the Janma Yoga Peeth of Eka Chakra Dham. They are the original deities. On the right side, the deities you will see a very rare deity of Narhari Sarkar. Narhari Sarkar's bhajan sthan is here in Radha Kund, in front of Malti Priya Mataji's house. Madhumati Sakhi. Narhari Sarkar was Madhumati Sakhi. He was serving honey to Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna like to drink honey when they do their leelas. So Narhari Sarkar would bring that. That's why it's Madhumati Sakhi. So Narhari Sarkar used to worship a special deity of Gauranga known as Natua Gauranga, dancing pose of Gauranga. There are only three deities in the whole world of this Natua Gauranga, and one deity is there in Eka Chakra, Yoga Peeth. On the right side, you can see that deity of Natua Gauranga, dancing pose, very confidential. Then above is Radha Gopikant and Radha Shrikant. They are also very confidential deities, and all the Ashtasakhis are there down in the Yoga Peeth of Nityananda Prabhu, where Janva and Vasudha are continuously serving Nityananda. The description of the Yoga Peeth is there. Maybe if we have some time, I will, in the coming days, I will describe the Yoga Peeth in Eka Chakra, how Nityananda Prabhu is served in Eka Chakra in his Yoga Peeth. Any other questions? Gaur Gadadhar is very advanced. It is known as Prema Vaichitra Vilas. First you understand Nitai Gaur, then you understand only Gaur, then you understand Gaur Radha Krishna, then you understand only Radha Krishna, and then you understand Gaur Gadadhar. First, so go with, better is to go with Nitai Gaur first. Gaur Gadadhar can be worshipped by acharyas like Bhakti Vinod Thakur. They are already in the Siddha Kamal Manjari. He realized his deha. So when he was doing arti to Gaur Gadadhar, suddenly Gaur Gadadhar changed and they became Radha Krishna in front of Bhakti Vinod Thakur's eyes. Suddenly they became Radha Krishna. So he worshipped his Gaur Gadadhar in Navdvip, in Godrumadvip. Gaur Gadadhar is very high worship because they remain with each other, but they don't dance like Radha Krishna. They don't have Madhurya Ras. Means they are helping each other to remember Madhurya Leela. So Gaur Gadadhar's Leela is, there is a union, but still there is a separation. What is the name of the Mataji? She came first time. You don't? Mataji.
But you only have given her message. She told she got message. She was searching the place.
Can you ask her name? Jara naam pucho na ja. And a DVD dekhe.
Both have come to it. Both have come to it.
Okay. I send, from today I have started sending SMS messages about our daily katha. So, to remind.
She was searching the ashram. We met her.
So, yes. Yeah. No, normally if you take shelter of Sridham, Navdeep or Mayapur and Gauranga, then it's very difficult to fall down. I mean, the Lord will protect you, Nityananda Prabhu. Today is the disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and he set the ideal example of disappearing in Vrindavan Dham in the month of Damodar Maas. I think it was on 14th November 1977. I think so. So that he entered into the Nitya Leela today. So the Acharyas, when they enter into the Nitya Leela, it is more auspicious than even when they appear in this world. Because when they enter the Nitya Leela, they are with Krishna. They join Krishna in the Nitya Leela. So it is considered even more happier thing. Like we say Tiro Bhav Mahotsav. We celebrate a festival of their disappearance. Normally if somebody dies, we don't celebrate a festival. We mourn. But in our Vaishnava Acharyas, when they disappear, we celebrate a festival. It's called Tiro Bhav Mahotsav. Because they enter into the Nitya Leela and they join the Lord in his pastime. Yeah, so it is a very important day. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji did not eat any food on Sanatan Goswami's disappearance day. He fasted completely. And the Acharya's disappearance days are very, very powerful. So we can take prasadam. After afternoon, can do Pushpanjali. We can do Pushpanjali right now also, if you want. So then you can take prasadam. You have to chant his pranam mantra, seek his blessings. Janma Mata came to Radhakund to help Raghunath Das Goswami's separation. He was feeling a lot of separation because Rup Sanatan had disappeared. So to give her darshan also and to And then when Janva Mata came, that is her place. It is the crystal footbridge from where you enter her Kunja, Ananga Rangada Kunja, which is in the center of Radha Kunj. So she sat down there because that is the Kunja where she takes Radha and Krishna inside, she brings them outside, she serves them from that Kunja, she takes flowers from there, she takes ghee lamps from there, she takes the chamar from there. So that is her entry into her own Kunja, known as Ananga Rangada Kunja. So that is why Janma Mata sat down there, and when she was meditating there, she saw the form of Radha Gopinath. Nityananda Prabhu, that's why he has sat down at a place, because Nityananda Prabhu directly in his form of Nityananda, he cannot enter into Radha Krishna's Leela where Balaram walks, Radharani walks, Balaram does not walk on that same path. So Nityananda, this is a personal kunda of Radharani, so Nityananda Prabhu cannot enter directly as in his form of Balaram, but he enters in the form of Anang Manjari. Gaur Radha Krishna he installed. But Prabhupada installed Nitai Gaur. Because Nityanand Prabhu is more merciful. When you offer Dandavat, first Dandavat should go to Adi Guru. When you offer Dandavat, first Dandavat will go to Nityananda Prabhu, then your Dandavat will go to Gauranga, then again it will go to Gauranga, then again Krishna and to Radharani. Like that. That is the sequence of offering Dandavat. So Nityananda Prabhu is first. Gauranga told Murari Gupta, first offer Dandavat to Nityananda because he is my elder brother. So if you don't have deities of Nitai Gaur, how can you offer Dandavat to Nityananda Prabhu?
I'm saying that Bhaktisiddhanta only installed Gaur and Radha Krishna, not Nityananda.
Every Acharya has a particular mood. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada was very merciful. Nityananda Avesh, Sridhar Maharaj used to tell that. So he was he established Nitai Gaur deities. He more merciful. As the parampara system comes down, the gurus become more and more merciful. The mercy increases in the parampara system. And it's not that he did not worship. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati also installed a few Nitai Gaur deities in Navadvip, in different islands. If you go in some places, he established Nitai Gaur deities also. So, and the direct associates like Subal Sakha, Gauridas Pandit, and of Gauranga, they also worship Nitai Gaur deities. Shivananda Sen worshipped Nitai Gaur deities. Jagannath Das Babaji worshipped Nitai Gaur deities. So it's authentic. Thank you very much. Nityananda Rama ki jai.